in Milwaukee, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And our starting pitcher here today, Freddie Peralta.
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Righty to the plate. And there's a foul ball. In the air, out towards left center. Adames makes the catch. And there's one away. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. And the key to victory for them here, get their starters some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away, jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
One out, base is empty. Strike one.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
One, two now. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
2 outs, base is empty. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
That was a thing of beauty. It may have been a little high for pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Here's Trevor Story. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hitter up.
Now the throw to first on the run. In time, got him, and that'll do it. And the Red Sox lead one. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here with my pal Siggy, and towing the slab, Tanner Houck.
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're looking off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception. Guys are used to seeing that off-speed pick, but it's really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming, because it's breaking 2 plates, horizontal and vertical.
Bryce Terang leading things off and takes a strike. That one not close. And 1-1. That's down and in. And the righty deals. On the ground to the left. Devers whips it to first on the run. One down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And now it's William Contreras. Inside, just missed.
One ball. Okay.
Hit in the air, center field. And there's two down.
Batting third. No left fielder.
And now it's Christian Yelich. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Whips it to Casas. Yelich out on the play. And that'll do it. Brewers come up empty in the first. Through an inning in Milwaukee. No score on the show. Back here in Milwaukee. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Peralta, a former All-Star. 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Peralta back to work.
No ball. One strike.
On a line out towards center. Mitchell makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
So now here's the DH, Masataka Yoshida. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone move from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers, they work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff. Tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
And they'll do it again. Second inning here, no score. And another ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 up, 2 down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had it through.
Wilyer Abreu at the plate now. That's ball 1. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0.
No strike.
That's in there.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That's hard hit on the line. Mitchell racing over to make the catch. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. back here at American Family Field. We head to the bottom of the second. Willie Adames stands in. We talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
And a pitch.
Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Now all even up. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sizing this one up. And there's one away. So up next, Jackson Chorio. Siggy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. First pitch, and he just misses.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
2. That's the third. And it gets by him.
Just one of those seam high base hits through the infield. It just kind of rolled over a little bit, but sometimes those can find the ball and get you out. And they have a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
One gone runner at first. Jake Bowers now at the plate. This pitch doesn't find the zone. Rip to third. Quick feed to second for one, and that's 2. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. Top half of the third inning at the plate. Connor Wong. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Terang over to first in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over. Got the ground ball.
So digging in, Zidane Rafaela. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Top of the third, no score. That missed by a lot. 2-1. Next offering is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-2 now.
Trying to do some speed there.
Goes down low here.
Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and the pitcher just won the battle.
Durant stands in now and watches strike 1. Ground ball right side, Durant. Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Brewers DH, Rhys Hoskins. Out, back to work. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. One away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. That one's in there. And that's strike one. A little up front there as he swings through it.
Great sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the ball to it.
Well, down to first, out on the drop third strike, 2 gone.
You know, part of the key to making the outfield slider so effective as a strikeout pitch is being in an advantage count as a pitcher. You really put that hitter at the plate on the defense when you get ahead 0-2. So a tight slider that bores in on you looks like something you have to go after.
Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. First pitch misses. And here comes. That one misses, and it's 3-0. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. In there at the knees, and now it's 3-2. Got it by him for the king. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the fourth, now the number 2 hitter, Tyler O'Neill. The line of the pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Hammer down the line, and now maybe extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Devers now. And this is inside. Righty delivers. Now 1-1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and Harvey Order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Into the outfield base hit. Fires it to the plate, but it's offline. And it's 1-0.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going to the ball.
Grounded out his first time. Late on that fastball. One on, nobody out. A run in. Top half of inning number 4. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swings through for the net. A swirl over top of the curveball. Now batting Tristan Casas. He's 0 for 1. Slider misses outside. Next offering is in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got a big swing and a miss.
That fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. We'll see if he continues to climb the ladder.
And another ball.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Devers leads off first with 1 away. Left field, way back there. That's going back. Back some more. And out of here. He circles the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to follow that type of approach.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Ball 1, no strikes. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss.
1 ball. 1 strike.
There's a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt. And the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Two down, nobody on. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Line drive, base hit right field. Here's the catcher, Connor Wall. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one at the knees for a strike. Throws over, and he's back in there. Two outs.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one outside, 2-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Contreras collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Milwaukee, John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Bryce Terang. The line to kick the pitch. And a foul ball. The 0-1. That one fouled off. And the pitch. That one missed.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Fights it off. You'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Story sends it over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Whips it to Casas. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
He's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Christian Yelich. There's the strike at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the ground, right side. Whips it to Casas. Yelich out on the play. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Offense held in check there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at American Family Field. Now it's the second baseman, Cedane Rafaela. Rafaela, in his rookie season, 23 years old. And he's a native of Curacao. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. The pitch. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there. And he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter. But with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Duran in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
The 1-0. That smash towards center. Mitchell pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now the number 2.
Here's Tyler O'Neill, 1 for 2. Pitch in the dirt, and that is ball 1. Slider for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That one in the dirt. Ball 2. Couldn't chase that time.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And it's filled up. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. He's safe. Man aboard, and here is Devers. First pitch, not close. That one is inside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. J.B. Bukowskis getting ready to go. Wilson also throwing. O'Neill leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's outside. 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
2 outs. And a foul ball.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So Devers will take his base.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short. Starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
So 2 on with 2 away. And now the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Ground fly ball to right center. Mitchell going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. Boston strands a pair, but they lead at 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. As he turns on the rubber, here with that live arm delivers. Just missed. And a swing and a miss. Good eye in that spot.
Pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
This one lifted in the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. He's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. And he's already singled in this game. Just missed. Runner at first with no outs here. Pitch. Grounder might be 2. Steps in the bag for 1. Relay to first, double play.
You don't see 43 double plays all that often because it makes you as the second baseman move away from the target you're throwing to in order to get the force at second. But he looked very sure of himself on that one. Nicely done.
Now here's Jake Bowers. Pitch is in there, and that is strike 1.
Right through there for a strike. Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
The Brewers trailing by 3. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, struck him out. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, J.B. Bukowskis.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. He's already homered in this game. Here comes a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Here's a 1-1. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Stays alive. And the pitch. On the ground. Slides for the stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Masataka Yoshida digs in now. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And ball 1. At the belt and fires. Swing and a ball lifted left field, and it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
Now it's going to be Wilyer Abreu. And a foul ball. Yoshida leads off first with 1 away. Next pitch is downstairs. And that's in there at the knees.
One ball.
Pitch. Foul ball still 1-2 count. And a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. catcher. Got one. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Foul ball there.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits.
Well, this one high and deep. Way back there. It's a two-run homer, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you gotta love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
And stepping in for Boston, Cedane Rafaela.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Churio makes the grab. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Back to work. Just missed. The wind of the pitch. That one's in there. And the count 1-1. And a good eye there. The pitch. Swing and high fly ball, deep left field. That's back there. Going, gone. He checks that one out to left. And they close the gap. It's 5-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Pitcher's head a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Next to hit, Garrett Mitchell. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. And it skips in the dirt.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Now he breaks his bat. And out number 1 on the grab.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. That's in there. Going home. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Breaking ball inside, and it's 2-2.
It's a good take.
That's inside. outside, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
And first offering is fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important getting back into this ballgame.
Over to first, and he's safe. Here's the 0-2. That one the other way. Fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. The relay. He scores. It's 5-2.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, bro. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way.
So man aboard, and now the catcher comes up to him. William Contreras. And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball. Okay.
One out and a runner at second. That's a strike, and a count 1-2.
1 ball. Okay.
Up the middle, Rafaela tosses to first. That's the second out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive is that good balance, and to try to in the air, get a shoulders turn, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Yelich up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball. 1 strike.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That's off the mark, and a count 2-1.
1 strike.
And another ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And hitters count.
Willie Adames to bat next. 2 outs. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And he deals. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pitch count's getting up there now. And not saying that's the reason for this walk. This is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
And right back to the mound. Tosses the first, and they get Adames for the out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 of them left the yard. 7th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Brewers 2. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now batting Jarren Duran. And here comes. That one misses. 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Joel Payamps, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Ashby getting loose as well. Kicks and fires. Foul ball. And another ball. On the ground, right side, Terang. Throws to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And there's the strike. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. One down, base is empty. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Devers in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That one is upstairs. Two down, nobody on. And that one hammered. That's back. Out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. It's 6-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Bryce Wilson gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. So 2 away with nobody on. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ortiz drifts towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. It's now 6-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Milwaukee, set for the last half of the 7th. Up down for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. And here's the first baseman, Jake Bowers. Swings and fouls one off. The pitch. And it's foul away. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Ball one there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. One down. Reese Hoskins up now for the Brewers. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Chris Martin, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Sims warming up as well. Righty to the plate. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. That pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So first and second with one man gone. And the batter now, Garrett Mitchell. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Brewers 2. Ready to begin the 8th. So stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. The pitch. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Makes the grab on a loop and play the wall.
Grabs a potential solo shot right there. That'll fire your team out, but either person or player. I'm excited to see how they respond.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a double and his second hit.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up in second.
Runner at second. And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu, 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Its way through for a hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Finds the zone. Strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
Two on, 1 out. Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
That's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or a homer. Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looking slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And now it's going to be Cedane Rafaela. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that one fouled off. Yoshida at third. Abreu at first. 2 out of the inning. Two on, 2 outs. Struck him out looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. And the pitch. Right through there for a strike. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Chris Martin up and loosening in the pen. Sims getting cranked up as well. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter. He can go anywhere he wants.
And down on strikes. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Bryce Duran getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. The Red Sox leading by 4 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just missed.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Hard hit left side. Story sends it over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now, catcher,
William Contreras up now for the Brewers.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfields taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say, this kid's going to be great, without actually saying the words. Then later that season, I got a chance to chat with Wilson, big brother, and ask him about little brother, and he smiled as well. Said, yeah, he's good, and gave me that look that I think he might be better than me eventually.
Two outs. Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they make short work of them there. Through 8 full, it's the Red Sox 6 and the Brewers 2. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Wilson back to work. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. misses, and it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top of the ninth. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in the lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Roll to Bowers, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Brewers 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Chris Martin.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's Yelich at the dish. He's got the power with great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now here is Willie Adames. And there's a strike. The Brewers down by 4. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Way high with that one. And that's ball 2. Bounced up the middle. Story. And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first.
Now right fielder, Jackson.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And a foul ball. And now the count is even.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offer in there for a strike. Going to count 1-2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So 2 down now, and here is Jake Bowers. And that one clips the corner. Next pitch is outside. And the righty deals. Adames off of first with 2 away. And another ball. They're down to their final strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
The Brewers down to their final strike, and he walked him.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Kenley Jansen on the pitch here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Two on, 2 outs. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Here comes a pitch. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can lead to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
And your final 6-2. Kenley Jansen picking up the save. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shelby. Talk to you soon.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They lay 6 runners on base. For the Brewers, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They lay 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. We're joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.